Have you ever wondered where the products you use every day come from? Or maybe you've noticed how some items are a lot cheaper than others.
And what makes imported goods cost much less than the ones that are made locally? These are all part of what we call trade. Understanding trade can help us see how connected we are to the rest of the world.
Hi everyone, I'm Angelica Arafer.
And I am Asad Yusuf Maulana. We are BSA students from FU Cavite. Welcome to our video where you will learn the basics of trade and how it shapes the economies worldwide.
Today, we'll be breaking down some key concepts about international trade. By the end of this video, we hope that you will have a solid grasp of how trade impacts our daily lives. Trade is a fundamental economic concept that involves the sale and purchase of goods and services in which the parties have no obligation to trade if they do not receive any benefit from it. People trade to get things that they want or need which they do not have access locally, from raw materials to manufactured goods.
And next we have international trade. International trade brings countries together. It pertains to the buying and sale of goods and services by enterprises from different countries, from consumer products, raw materials, food, and machinery. They are all bought and sold on the global marketplace.
A product sold to international markets is known as an export, while a product purchased from global markets is called an import. Both imports and exports are recorded in the current account section of a country's balance of payments. By trading, countries can offer more affordable products and allocate resources more efficiently, which can lower costs.
And now we have net exports. A country's net exports is the difference between the number of exports and imports for the year. It helps reveal if a country has a trade surplus or a deficit. A trade surplus occurs when a country exports more than it imports, while a trade deficit happens when a country imports more than it exports. The trade deficit is not necessarily bad, because importing goods from other countries may be cheaper, so the country receiving the imports can focus more on what they are good at. This is called specialization. But this can come at the cost of local workers having less job opportunities. Imagine buying an imported keyboard from China that costs 10,000 pesos less than the one made here. So, you buy the imported one and save 10,000 pesos to be used in something like taking yourself out to a restaurant, which gives jobs to those sectors, although at the expense of the manufacturing jobs related to the keyboards. This concept is called reshuffling and is suggested to be caused by international trade. It is simply a reshuffle of position, although the quality may differ, like from factory worker to fast food restaurant cashier.
Currency exchange rates also influence trade. When a currency appreciates, like the Philippine peso, imports become cheaper and exports get more expensive, leading to an increase in imports and decrease in exports. But if the peso depreciates, the opposite happens. Imports cost more, while exports become more competitive abroad.
To illustrate this better, suppose an American came to the Philippines for his vacation and he sees a fruit stand selling 12 pesos per mango. The current exchange rate is 1 US dollar to 6 Philippine peso. So he must exchange 2 US dollars to get 12 pesos to buy the mango. Now let's say the US dollar depreciates and the new exchange rate is 1 US dollar to 3 Philippine peso. The dollar now costs less. Hence, he needs to exchange $4 now instead of 2 to get the 12 pesos. How about if it appreciates? Then the new exchange rate is 1 US dollar to 12 pesos. The American now only must exchange $1 to buy the mango worth 12 pesos. In a bigger scale like imports and exports, if the US dollar appreciates, it will cost less to import goods from other countries and cost more to export US goods. While the opposite happens when the dollar depreciates, it will be more expensive to import goods from other countries and cost less to export. Trade isn't just about buying and selling products. It's about the opportunities that come with connecting economies around the world. So, what are the real benefits of international trade? First, international trade allows countries to expand their markets and gain access to goods and services that might otherwise be unavailable locally. International trade makes the market more competitive. And next, trade encourages investment too. When markets open, it creates a chance for businesses to grow, attract international investors, and contribute economic development. In short, trade builds connections, drives growth, and expands opportunities worldwide.
While trade offers many benefits, not everyone sees open trade as the best option for their economy. This is where protectionism comes in. But why would a country want to limit trade with others? International trade barriers are regulations implemented by governments to prevent international trade while protecting domestic markets. This includes subsidies, tariffs, quotas, import and export licenses, and standardization. Subsidies are financial support provided by the government to domestic industries, making their goods cheaper and more competitive compared to foreign products. Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods, increasing their costs and making domestic products more appealing to consumers. Quotas are limitations set by the government on the amount of a specific good that can be imported or exported, controlling supply and protecting local industries. Import and export licenses are permits required by businesses to import or export certain products, ensuring government control over trade and product quality. Standardization are regulations that set specific quality or safety standards for products which can limit foreign goods that do not meet domestic requirements.
So, to wrap it all up, trade is far more than just a transaction. It's a powerful force shaping our economies, communities, and even our daily lives. International trade brings benefits like product variety, innovation, and economic growth. It also introduces challenges like balancing local industry support with the benefits of the open markets. From the goods we buy to the jobs we create, trade touches everything. And while concepts like protectionism might be restrictive, they remind us that every economy has its own priorities and its own way of balancing growth and protection. Thanks for joining us on this journey through international trade. And remember, the next time you pick up a product, you're holding a piece of the world in your hands.